Kalyana Subramania Temple in Villivakkam. The Sthala Purana legend of the Kalyana Subramania Temple in Villivakkam, Chennai is rooted in the divine marriage of Lord Subramania or Murugan and Valli, a tribal girl. According to the legend, Valli was an ardent devotee of Lord Subramania and he, moved by her beauty and devotion, decided to marry her. However, Valli was unaware of his intentions and initially reluctant. To win her heart, Lord Subramania appeared to Valli in different forms as a hunter, a poor Brahmin and as a celestial being. Eventually, Valli accepted his proposal and their marriage was a grand affair celebrated by the gods and goddesses in heaven. The temple is named Kalyana, which means marriage, and it symbolizes the divine union of Lord Subramania and Valli. The temple was originally a small shrine but grew in prominence as the popularity of Lord Murugan's worship spread across Tamil Nadu. The Valli Kalyana festival, which celebrates the marriage of Lord Subramania and Valli, is a central event in the temple. The temple follows traditional South Indian Dravidian architectural style, featuring a simple yet elegant design. Temple has a central sanctum sanctorum or Garbhagriha, where the icon of Lord Subramania is enshrined, with intricate carvings and sculptures adorning the walls. The Vimanam or temple tower is adorned with depictions of various deities and scenes from Lord Murugan's mythology. The temple's pillars are beautifully sculpted and adding to the overall charm. Arulmigu Sowmya Damodara Perumal Koil, Villivakkam. This temple is in existence for well over 650 years. Swamy Damodaran's Moolavar Thirumeni has a scar in the stomach which is due to the rope tied by Yashoda. Lots of devotees who pray for Putra Bhagyam had realized the true blessings of Swamy Damodaran. The goddess in the temple is known as Amritavalli and she is housed in a separate shrine to the right of the Sanctum Sanctorum. There are shrines for Rama and Krishna, Andal, Anjaneya and separate shrines for all the Alvars. Many kings and rulers have contributed to its growth. This place is also called Konnur. Sage Atri's son Dhruva married Aswamukhi, Surapadman's sister. Their two sons, Ilvalan and Vatapi, became demonic and troubled everybody. Sage Agastya, known for his strength and valor, destroyed them and restored peace in this world. Since the sage killed or killed them in this place, it came to be called as Konnur. The word Damodara is elaborately explained in Vaishnava philosophies. In short, it means that the Lord can be controlled by pure love. During the childhood of Krishnavadara, he was a terribly mischievous boy and Mother Yashoda could not bring him to order. She bound him by a rope, yet he moved with the rope in between two trees, broke them and granted salvation to two demons. The scar of the rope stayed on his waist deeply, showing his willingness to be bound by a mother's love. Dhammam in Sanskrit and Tambu in Tamil means rope. Udaram means belly. The rope scar is around the belly, hence Damodara. Sowmya means ever smiling and looking handsome, hence the name Sowmya Damodara. Swarnambikai Samedha Sri Agatheeswarar Temple, Villivakkam. During the wedding of Lord Shiva with Mother Parvati in Mount Kailash, Sage Agastya was in the south performing Shiva Puja in this place. Two demon brothers, Vilvalan and Vatapi, caused hindrance to his puja. Agastya killed them with his penance power and incurred the Brahmahati dosha, a sin caused by killing others, good or bad. He worshipped Lord Shiva here for relief from the dosha and also relief from any disturbance to perform his pujas. Lord Shiva deputed Veerabhadra to help the sage. Lord Veerabhadra protected Sage Agastya and also relieved the sage from the dosha. He thus has his due place in this temple. As Sage Agastya worshipped Lord Shiva here, he is praised as Lord Agatheeswarar and is the presiding deity of the temple. When Lord Shiva granted darshan to Sage Agastya with Mother Parvati, Ambika was wearing golden ornaments, hence she is praised as Swarnambika. The shrines of Mothers Mahalakshmi and Saraswati are before the shrine of Ambika. This site is also one of the 108 Shakti Stalams. The Navagraha Mandapa is on the opposite side. As sage Agastya destroyed demons Vilvalan and Vatapi in this place, it is named Villivakkam. Agastya's destroying of the demons event is celebrated during the Vaikasi Brahmotsavam of the temple. Lord Veerabhadra grazes from a separate temple at the southern entrance of Lord Agatheeswarar temple. He appears with two sharp teeth with a danda in his left hand. Daksha is before him in a bowing form. Mother Bhadrakali shrine is in the front mandap. As Lord Veerabhadra is another form of Lord Shiva, Pradosha Pujas and one-time puja on the Shivaratri are dedicated to him. Lord Veerabhadra is facing north, the direction of Kubera, the Lord of Wealth. People pray here seeking prosperity, boon. Hence he is praised as Aishwarya Veerabhadra. Planet Mars created a spring here and worshipped Lord Shiva for relief from a curse. This spring Tirtha is outside the temple. Hence the temple is also famous as Mars, Angaraga Pariharasthala. Lord Valamburi Vinayaka is nearby, facing north. Devotees call this temple as Sevvai temple. It is believed to be one of the Devara Vaipu Sthalams sung by Tirunavukarasa Swamigal. The Moolavar is enshrined under a Gajaprashta Vimanam. The temple's main entrance is from the south, marked by a recently built Muttai Rajagopura with an arc above. In the outer Prakaram, the east entrance houses the Dvajastambam, Balipidam and Rishabham. Additionally, there are shrines dedicated to Nagars, Lingas, Vilmambikai, Adishankara and Navagrahas. The inner Prakaram features shrines of Suryan, Nandishwara with a Nandi head, Nalvar, Ganapati, Utsavas, Kasi Viswanatha, Agasthyar, Pranaya Andavar, Lakshmi Saraswati, Sri Vallidevasena Subramania, Chandikeshwar, Bhairavar and Chandran. The temple is under renovation and pujas for the icons are performed in the Balalayam. Sri Akhilandeswari Samedha, Sri Jambukeswarar Shivan Temple, Korattur. The temple belongs to the 10th century Sola period and is called Sembiyan Mahadevi Ishwaram. Sembiyan Mahadevi was the wife of Kandradita Chola, the mother of Sundara Sola and grandmother of Rajaraja Sola I. Rajaraja Sola's 16th reign year inscription starts with his Meikiti or title and records that Lord Shiva was called Sembiyan Mahadevi Podalvar. Hence it is concluded that this temple was constructed in the name of his grandmother Sembiyan Mahadevi and is now called Jambukeswarar. This place was called Korattur alias Parantaka Chaturvedi Mangalam under Pural Kotam, Ambattur Nadu. Some of the experts are of the opinion that the original temple might have been built during Pallava period, that is the 8th to 9th century, considering the Gajaprasha Vimanam style, since Pallavas constructed many such temples in Tondai Mandalam. Also, there is no direct or inscriptional evidence that the temple was constructed by Rajaraja Sola I. The Ardha Mandapam was built during the Vijayanagara period in the 15th to 16th century. The temple might have been reconstructed during the Vijayanagara period. It is believed that Shiva and Perumal were in a single premises during the Sola period, sharing a common temple tank. It is believed that Jambu Maharshi and Kaka Bugujandar worshipped Lord Shiva in this temple. Pointing to the bas relief in place of Dakshinamurti, it is believed that Kaka Bujandar stayed here and his Jiva Samadhi is in this place. However, no evidence has been found to prove the above statement. It is believed that the temple existed during the 8th to 9th century. Thiruvalleeswarar Samedha also visited this temple after Thiruvalidhayam. Korattur obtained the name since Thiruvalleeswarar Samedha's Padakoradu was found in this place. The temple consists of Sanctum Sanctorum, Antarala and Ardha Mandapam. The Sanctum Sanctorum is on a Padabandha Adhisthana of semicircular Gajaprashta style with Jagati, 3 Patta Kumuda and Pattigai. Vimanam is not found on the Bhumi Desam. Inscriptions are found on the Adhisthanam. Ardha Mandapam pillars belong to the 15th to 16th century Vijayanagara period. A big temple tank called Lakshmi Pushkarni is on the backside of the temple. The temple may be accessed from the east side and south side. There is a Mattai Gopuram on the south side. Devakoshas are empty. Kaka Bujandar's bas sculpture is in place of Dakshinamurti and the mandapam is called Kaka Bujandar Dhyana Mandapam. Ambal Akhilandeswari is in a separate Sannidhi in Ardha Mandapam facing south. Thiruvalidhayam Sri Jagadambiga Samedha Sri Thiruvalleeswarar Temple, Padal Petrasthalam. This place Thiruvalidhayam in the Devara period is now called Padi. This is the 21st Devara Padal Petrasthalam in Tondai Nadu. Since weapons for the war were stored in this temple premises, it is the so-called Padi. Sekala mentioned the visit of Thirugnana Sambandar in his Periya Puranam. The temple is associated with sage Bharadwaja, who worshipped presiding deity in the form of a sparrow, giving the name Thiruvalidhayam to the temple. There are many inscriptions associated with the temple, indicating contributions from Cholas. The oldest parts of the present masonry structure were built during the Chola dynasty during the 11th century, while later expansions are attributed to later periods. The temple houses a three-tiered gateway tower known as Gopuram. The temple has numerous shrines, with those of Thiruvalleeswarar and Jagadambiga being the most prominent. The original brick temple existed between 6th and 7th centuries. It was reconstructed during the Sola period and extended during the Vijayanagara period. According to experts and historians, the idols and sculptures belong to the 12th to 13th century Sola period. The Thevaram hymns mention this place as Thiruvalidhayam, which was corrupted to Thiruvalidhayam during the Sola period. According to the inscription, this place was under Jayankonda Sola Mandala Pural Kotattu Korattur Nattu Thiruvalidhayam. Lord Shiva was called Thiruvalidhayam Mudaya Nayanar and Thiruvalidhayam Mudayar, and Ambal was called Thiruvidhi Nachiyar. The inscriptions mainly record the donations in terms of kasu or money and land donated to the temple for pujas, prayers, naivedyam and celebrations. The inscription without the king's name and period records that Chitrambala Mudaya Nayanar was installed from Thiruvengadu for puja. Andanas are also brought from there, and for their food the land was donated in this Thiruvalidhayam, which came under Jayankonda Sola Mandalathu Poliyur Kotam, Sangama Sola Valanadu. It also records that paddy is to be given to them, which should be measured in Thirunyana Samudar Nari alias Marakkal. Rajaraja Sola I's 20th year reign inscription records the construction of the Kshetrapala Pillayar temple, and Naivedyam land was also gifted to this temple. During Rajaraja I's period, the inscriptions record that Naranan Yatavarayan of Chalukya, 2 houses and 2 Nandavaram flower garden in Chintamanipuram, a part of Padi, was gifted to this temple. Also, Parameshwara Mangalathu Silambur Kotattu Salambinathan Madhavarayan donated gold for the lighting of the perpetual lamp. Parthi Vendravarman 6th reign year inscription records the gift of 1350 Kudi Manikam land for the sale to this Puliyur Kotattu Tudarmuni Nattu Thiruvalidhayam temple by Pural Kotattu Ambattur Nayeri Kizhal Nattu Korattur alias Sri Parandaka Chaturvedi Mangalam Sabha. As per the inscription, this place maintained the same name even after 1000 years. Korattur as Korattur alias Sri Parandaka Chaturvedi Mangalam and Villivakkam as Villivakkam. Vijayakanta Gopaladeva's rural inscriptions record that lady dancers were brought from Kanchipuram and settled here. The inscription also records that jewellery and vessels were donated to Ambal Thiruvidhi Nachiyar. This is also one of the Guru Parihara Thalam in and around Chennai. The Guru, one of the Navagrahas, has incurred a curse out of his lust and desire. To get rid of the curse, Marghazhi Markandeya advised Guru to worship Lord Shiva of this temple.